Good morning, boat lovers. It is quite fresh this morning and blowing like the clappers out there, but that's better than being too hot. I think it's going to warm up a little bit later, but this morning it's quite fresh and that's quite good weather for me to get this sanding finished. I've been going full bore. There we go. I've been going full bore on getting this floor done, and this morning I'm going to finish off. I've managed to get all those boards stripped right back with a 32 grit on the belt sander, and I've just started going over the top now with the orbital sander on an 80 grit, and that's leaving a nice enough finish to get the floor done. Meanwhile, a friend of mine with a stunning classic 1906 47-foot river cruiser is making use of my shed to resurface his rear sliding hatch. That's it there. Yes, beautiful piece. And he's just resurfacing this top. His boat is called Lotus, and I think it was built in 1906. Anyway, I'll show you some pictures of that. Absolutely stunning vessel, and it's for sale. Yes, I've had a few river cruises on that boat, and it is just stunning. And he has spent many years restoring it, doing a full restoration, and I have to say, all credit to him. A beautiful job and beautiful work. Alrighty, meanwhile, on with my floor. Hello boat lovers, welcome aboard. I'm Steve and I'm single-handedly building Dragonfly. She's a 53-foot or 16.2 metre flat bottom wooden riverboat. She includes twin outboards, aft cabin, galley, a saloon, wheelhouse, separate head and shower, and a centerline queen double up front. She's specifically designed for the sheltered and inland waters of the River Murray here in South Australia. Join us each week to watch the mayhem and madness of one man and his rescue dog building a massive 53-foot flat-bottom wooden riverboat. Going to get this blower set up so as it helps get rid of a lot of the dust while I'm sanding. I'm using the vacuum cleaner on the orbital sander. I put goggles on so I don't get the dust in my eyes, but this blower really helps. The big orange caterpillar. There we go. I've turned that on. So that will help keep the dust out of the galley while I finish sanding that, and just blow that out the door. I've had about 4 days of doing this sanding, and I have to say that my body's getting quite tired, but it's great to be on the tail end of this job. Once I've finished sanding this new floor section today, I'll get everything vacuumed up and cleaned up. Got a couple of little spaces where I didn't manage to get the glue in, so I'll patch that up today as well. And then I'm going to have a bit of a rest over the weekend, and come Monday I am hoping that I can get the floor varnished. I'll make sure we've got good weather. A warm day is nice for that. We're doing 3 coats. It should come up looking pretty good. I'll show you a bit of the floor as to where we're up to. Come and have a look. So I think that's looking pretty good. You see back through there. So as I say, I'm just on the 80 grit with the orbital this morning. Smooth out any of the sanding lines from the belt sander. and then I can vacuum up all the dust and get things cleaned up. Sorry about the blower noise, but as you saw, I just switched that on. So alrighty, I'll turn the sound off on the camera. Time to start sanding. Pop on the knee pads, goggles, earmuffs, and get into it. Excuse the fan noise running in the background there. So I'm hitting that floor with that 32 grit and 40 grit on the sanding belt, which is getting all the lumpy epoxy and all the bits that stick up, getting those done. I'm just going to try a 40 grit disc on my orbital sander just over the top of that section and see how that goes. Then I'll be down to an 80 and a 120. We'll just see how the orbital goes over that section, and then I'll probably be... Alrighty, gonna try the 40 grit on the 150mm orbital, just see how that goes over the top. Well, the floor is all sanded and ready for varnishing. There's just a couple of spots I have to touch up with some glue, and as I said, on Monday I should varnish the floor. Meanwhile, I'm going to reinstate these stairs. I've got some visitors coming over the weekend and I don't want them falling down into the saloon obviously, so I'm going to put these stairs back. Now that we've added the strip plank flooring, the steps have to lift up an extra 12mm, about ½ inch, and so the little screw holes need to change, etc. So I'll get that put into place, some dowels in the bottom of them, and that way we can come in and out as we like. And yeah, I've done a big tidy up, everything's nice and clean, feels fantastic. You can probably see, yeah, it looks great. So I'll get these stairs put back in, and then that is it. Today's Thursday. I'm going to have the rest of, well, tomorrow and the weekend off and get stuck back into it on Monday. Alrighty, let's get these stairs in and then we can have a well-earned break. just use these cabin hooks, put one on each side, that holds the top in place, and then the bottom I put a piece of dowel through the bottom which is glued into one surface and not the other, so the steps can go down into the dowel and hook on at the top. That way they're removable but they're really steady while they're in place. I can build a boat, I can't open a package. Just using some tape to mark where these go, because I don't want to mark my white paint with a pencil line. There we go. Alright. Just going to have a look at exactly what I did on the other side, and then I can make sure that I do a mirror image over here. Okay, that's one side. Once these are done, I put some just strips of felt behind here and on the floor as well, and that way when the steps are in place they fit really snug and there's no rattling or any vibration. Like when the boat's running along, obviously when you've got two hard surfaces together, often you get the rattles, but by putting the felt behind them, you get no noise at all, which is great. Alrighty, next one. Don't swallow the screws. There we go. Hopefully they will make a little mark on the bottom, so I can get these dowels nice and central. Just using my little wood dowels and a wood bit. Alrighty, Stairs are reinstated. Success. Excellent. All right, I am going to take these last bits and pieces off the boat, and I am done until Monday. I'll see you then. Alrighty, boat lovers, that is it for this week. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. At the start of this project, I was only expecting to get 30 or 40 people in the boating community kind of following along, and the fact that we've got several thousand is just fantastic. So please subscribe. Let's see if we can bump those numbers right up to the 5,000 mark. And wherever you are in the world, stay happy, stay safe, and we'll see you guys back in the boat shed next week.